We are going to be testing collision detection of all 12 of these dash cameras. And what we're going to do is I'm going to make an impact to my vehicle, and we're going to see how long it takes for all these dash cameras to wake up after there is significant impact to the vehicle, and whether or not all of them actually will wake up. So I'm going to go ahead and actually hit this vehicle right now. And we're going to wait to see how long they actually wake up after there is an impact to my vehicle, and we're going to test all 12 of these dash cameras for this. Okay, so we're going to do a second collision detection test. And the main reason why is because some dash cameras don't wake up when there's an impact on your front bumper. Now, keep in mind, I did hit it, but it may not have been enough impact like a car. But sometimes you might brush, someone might rub against your front bumper. So we really want to know, is that dash camera sensitive to set it off? We also don't want it to be too sensitive. I know some of the dash cameras I have tested in the past have been way too sensitive where raindrops are setting it off. So needless to say, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hit the hood or the windshield for all the dash cameras as well on a second collision detection test, just to see if they do wake up. We want to make sure they wake up and how long they take to wake up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, this is our next round of collision detection for 4 different units, and I'm going to make another impact again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we're on for our next round of testing, and I'm going to actually hit the hood just like I did last time and see if any of these 4 units turn on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't think any of these turned on again. Okay, so we've done 2 tests for these dash cameras. I actually don't think any of these 4 units have turned on. So I'm going to do a third test where I hit the windshield directly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so now we're going to do our final test of the 4 remaining dash cameras for impact detection. I'm going to start with hitting the front of the vehicle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we're going to do the second test where I hit the hood and we'll see which ones wake up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here is the results of these 12 dash cameras in the impact collision detection, or also known as G-sensor parking mode. So what we did is we actually took how long it started to record. We added those 2 together from the 2 tests, and if it took longer than 10 seconds or didn't wake up at all, they got a mark of 10. If it woke up in 1 second, they got a mark of 1. So Vueroid and Thinkware both had 1 second wake up detection both times, getting a total of 2. The Vantrue woke up in 5 seconds for both impacts, giving it a total of 10. The Blackvue woke up on the first impact in 1 second, and the second one didn't wake up at all, giving it a total of 11 seconds. The Viofo did not wake up for the first impact, but woke up for the second one, giving a total of 12. 70 Mi was the same. It woke up for the first impact, but not the second one, giving for 12 seconds, 12 total. And the Pelsee woke up in 8 seconds on the second impact. Red Tiger woke up in 11 seconds both times. The FitcamX never woke up, no matter how many times I hit it. The Botslab woke up in 11 seconds both times, GKU never woke up once, and the Rove would only wake up if I hit the windshield.
So that conducts our impact detection and collision detection test for all 12 of these dash cameras. And as you can see by the results, some of the results actually don't surprise us at all. You know, you see a lot of these top-rated dash cameras like Red Tiger and FitcamX and GKU, and they're all littered all over Amazon. And people continue to buy them because they have high reviews. But people are not actually testing them like we are at Safe Drive Solutions. And when we find that a dash camera is waking up 10, 11, 15 seconds after impact, it's completely useless. Someone backs into your car and drives away, they're gone. That's why typically people are wondering, why are we not supporting some of these other dash cameras? Why are we not installing some of these other dash cameras? And the main reason why we're not installing a lot of these other dash cameras is because it takes forever to wake up after impact. It's not going to actually protect you. While when you have these cameras waking up 1 to 2 seconds or 3 seconds at most, typically it should catch something. The vehicle should still be shaking at that time. So we really want to make sure that we're doing those testing internally, and we keep continually reporting back to manufacturers. We also hope that some of this testing gets back to the manufacturers of the brands that maybe didn't work out so well, and maybe they will look at correcting their challenges. But at the end, make sure you do your research, and maybe you will get completely different results than what I got in my Volkswagen ID4. Maybe you have a GKU D600 and it works great and wakes up in a second after impact. I somehow doubt it, but you know, make sure you do your own testing and your own research. We do everything we can to be honest here and fully transparent, and that's why I did the video the way I did. I've never actually done this where I've shot from the outside of the vehicle, but I wanted to make sure to be as transparent. We're going to have daytime footage and nighttime footage in upcoming videos and our ultimate dash cam comparison 2026. See you soon.